And what's going on YouTube? Let's just get into it here so we waste no more time. Honestly, we're doing another spotlight video, but in this particular case, we are doing what other than the amazing brawler slash damage dealer in the game, the amazing SamJok. Currently I have an MK2. With all of that being said, of course, we will definitely be opening every single one of these data packs that we have. Of course, given the leaderboard and these prizes do look pretty promising. Well, of course, with that being said, let's just jump into the game and show you all what this SamJok can do. Right, we're back in it with, of course, another squad battle clip. Let's just go into this. We are currently winning. Of course, the recording did start a bit delayed, but the amount of kills we're getting from just one from the orbital strike. Honestly, stay tuned because in this one SamJok ability, the amount of kills we get, of course, this is a good area because we do have cover. Of course, a SamJok ability that has time to recharge, and we just got a rampage, which is the second rampage of the game, and of course, another godlike. With the ability I do have paired with the SamJok, of course with the pilot is not maxed out, but the amount of damage it does in just a singular game. Of course I'm getting orbital strikes. Given that I did, well, wipe out half of the enemy team, I could only guarantee that they will definitely want me dead. So let's just go ahead and honestly jump in there and just activate our SamJok ability again. In this scenario, of course there's 4 people here. My SamJok ability is going to target the Titan, which is not the best thing in this scenario, because of course we do want to get as many kills as we can just to make sure we first in, of course, the game. But with that being said, this Titan is doing an absolute amazing job at staying alive. I'm not sure why my ability is taking so long there. Of course, when you do come out of it, you do gain a little bit of an extra damage buff, but this Titan is still alive somehow. So let me just go back into my ability, finish him off, and hopefully I can get that retro plus there just for another godlike. But with that, I do have an assist, and my teammate, of course, stole my kill. Did manage to do most of the damage on that singular guy, but my teammate just had other mines. Of course, the Castoon Harpy is there, it just died instantly. I do have my orbital charge, so that is definitely going to be another kill. And if I get a rampage, that'll be the third rampage of the game. Of course, we got a double kill. Triple kill. Okay, can we hopefully get a legendary in the single game? This should be a kill. I'm getting orbital strike currently. I'm still in my ability, so luckily for me I'm not taking damage. And I just went and healed up. My teammate did steal that kill. For the entire time I've been here, I was still not able to get this beacon, but finally we just got this beacon. Of course, it is a bit of a risk to go to the beacon on my left, given that the entire enemy team is spawning there currently. But this retro is definitely going to shoot at me, and I just missed that. And I just played him with the SamJok ability. Of course, a third rampage for a single game, which we do have an orbital. Hopefully that can get us at least damage or another kill on that guy. But it looks like this game is pretty much a wrap up, given that we won. And the Smaller is just off from killing me. But of course I'm in my ability, so I take no damage. And it's of course a victory for that game. Let's just go ahead and see our battle results, because I definitely placed first in that game. There's no way I didn't with the SamJok. And of course I placed first. Let's just go on to the next spotlight. Okay, we're back into the next one. Let's just go in the same map, of course, given that there is different circumstances here. We do own this beacon. Of course, we did spawn on the opposite side compared to the last game, but we are doing pretty good. Of course, people are just teleporting at me. They are constantly sending their orbitals, but so far in this game, I received no damage. And of course, the amount of damage dealt is over 2 million, just given that I've been 3 minutes into this game. Look at the absolute pure beastly SamJok ability that just does what it needs to do. Honestly, triple kill just like that. Of course, I'm just waiting for my orbital to charge up. As soon as my orbital strike does charge up, I'm going to get a free kill, given that I did upgrade it in the previous video. If you did not see that, just go ahead and check it out. It's a massive spending video, and we got a rampage. With the SamJok, not getting a rampage is quite rare in a game, especially if you do have it to MK2. And if you do have this SamJok to MK3, I mean, it's pretty much a rap that you are going to win a lot. Of course, we are running a bit low on health here, which is not a good sign, but we can go ahead and heal up. Because we got a Beyond Godlike, I cannot die now. And someone is orbital striking me, I orbital striked him, and this guy is definitely a kill for me. So that should be a living legend. We are doing amazing with the SamJok. Can we go ahead and get this beacon, which I'm not sure about though. Of course, yeah, enemies are just flooding and trying to kill me, but no luck on their side, which I'm quite happy about. Of course, this guy's taking hardly any damage. I might have to come out with the SamJok ability. He might kill me here, and I just got extremely lucky. Thank you so much, teammate, because I did realize I was doing hardly any damage to him. So My teammate is a Titan, of course he's helping a lot there of course. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get as many beacons as I can. Given that no one's above me right now, I can go ahead and snag this beacon. Let's just go ahead and use our orbital strike on that guy. Hopefully we can snag a kill and help our teammate out a bit. And my SamJok is taking a bit too much damage. This guy took so long to hit me. Why would you use that combo on a robot like that? That's just asking to get killed. Of course this guy is just an easy kill. We're gonna ignore that double kill. That was not even a kill at all, but let's go on to the other side. Of course we did lose our beacon given that he stood here the entire time, and of course you cannot capture beacons when in the SamJok ability, but I might actually die here to be honest. I think someone's gonna teleport to me, but we still do not capture this beacon. This guy's just above me and I'm gonna try my best to go out and try to kill him, but of course I can't. He's directly above me. Okay, we're just gonna give him that. Of course he's a Titan and I might die here. My EMP is locked. This is the worst thing when you get EMP locked, and of course we did. Next clip. And we're back into it with another SamJok clip. This is quite a good one, a free kill that we did hopefully pick up. Okay, of course not. We do have a raptor on our side, which is always a good sign, just to protect the SamJok a bit more. The SamJok, well, with duos, of course, the SamJok and the sword unit just works perfectly, but in this case, we are just going with the raptor and the SamJok. Can I steal this kill from this guy? And luckily I did not. Hardly did any damage to him, of course, but let's just go into the middle and spam the SamJok ability in the middle, given that the SamJok, and it's a SamJok versus SamJok, who wins? Of course this guy's almost dead, so I guarantee it's going to be just a one-shot for me. Yes, a kill, okay. We did beat that SamJok. Luckily there's 3 SamJoks on our team and 1 enemy SamJok currently left, so it is a brawl for the SamJoks. Of course 120 meters away. I just wish the SamJok ability could hit through defenses or well structures, then it would be quite a broken robot. As that ability just shoots at my teammates, let me go ahead and just lock on the SamJok, and the Titan picked him up, and I'm not going to be able to get that kill of course, but let's just go ahead and go into the enemy territory here and let's pop the SamJok ability as much as we can, of course. And we are getting quite, well, a pretty good amount of damage here to be honest, given that we did not take much damage from the enemy team, and of course we are still getting shot at. Do they not know you cannot take any damage in the SamJok ability? I feel like people still shoot at you even though they know that, just hoping it runs out as soon as they can. And this, of course, this robot got a massive nerf in the new update, so it's quite unusable now, but we did manage to get a double kill there. Of course, can we just go for a quick triple kill? And I'm going to leave given that there's someone on top, but there's 2 people currently aiming at me, which I am surprised I did not get orbital, because every single time I am in the SamJok, I just constantly get orbital, because of course they want me just to be gone. But so far we are doing quite good in this game. We got about, I think, 1 rampage. We do have about 6 kills out of those 14 for the team. Of course, let's just go ahead and go for this guy that's absolutely using the Ravager and just tearing health from my teammates. Let's just go ahead and get a free kill here, unless he goes into stealth mode. Yes, he just went into stealth mode. Hopefully I can bait him somehow, or maybe I should just leave him alone. And he is going to follow his teammate and fall off the edge. Okay, it's the smartest idea for him and for me, to be honest. Oh, he's not. He is trying to challenge me, and he just fell off the edge. Okay, well, good play from him, I guess. And I might actually die here. I cannot believe I did not die. He's still trying to kill me, and finally I get the Ravager kill. There is a Titan there, of course I'm not going to. I am in the enemy territory, or well, they spawn point now, so I am definitely going to be getting into a lot of battles. The Kondo is just the SamJok's weakness, so whenever I see a Kondo, I just do not bother about that. Hopefully I can get that, hopefully I can snag that Titan kill with the orbital strike, but if I can't, it just is what it is. I'm going for as many kills as I can. Of course this Titan is moving a bit closer to me, which is my luck, and of course my teammate stole that. Unfortunately did not even get an assist, although I did use my orbital on that guy, and he is just trying to pick me off as much as he can. I'm going to, of course, move over to the enemy territory, just watching my left side, given that they do spawn there, and it's only 1 of me, so if 2 people spawn there, I definitely will die. And given the SamJok's durability, it's just terrible, so we will die with 1 shot of just honestly a Retro Reaper shot. So we are trying to play it as safe as you can to conserve not only our health, but of course our ability here. And as soon as we see another SamJok, we instantly go and rival him, because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do know how to use the SamJok perfectly, and when going against the enemy SamJok, I kind of feel that it's easy just to go ahead and completely obliterate them, given that they do not know how to completely use a SamJok ability in well, the best of ways. given that my SamJok is just not doing what I wanted to do, of course, and it's shooting this kid doing no damage, I'm just gonna go a bit more out, just making sure I'm not taking too much of damage from the Titan. Of course, people behind me, but it does look like a pretty good game. Of course, we won. The score is 24-16. I mean, the SamJok is still alive, which is quite concerning, given that he's the only one in this game currently that can kill my SamJok. But he's honestly not playing it well, and given the weapons that he currently has, the 2 heavy and that 1 light, I mean, honestly, his health, as you can see, that 1 shot just completely took his health away. And as soon as he drops out of his ability, even if it kills me, I am going to go for him. And I might end up killing myself here, but if I get my SamJok ability, which I did, I can just go in and run away. He is definitely not worth my SamJok. Well, he is 1 shot though. Should I just kill him? And my SamJok did it for me, the ability did it for me. Perfect. The SamJok ability just 360 that guy, which is quite disrespectful, but we can go in and snag another kill. And of course my SamJok just goes in and locks onto a new target. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and charge this up. The score is 26-17. Not bad, honestly. We can definitely win this with flying colors. The main goal here is just to get as many kills as I can. If I can at least get 15 kills in a game with a SamJok, I'm quite happy. And we just went ahead and got another double kill. And it doesn't look like there's any more enemies left, apart from the 2 which are of course too far away from me. I'm going to go for this guy as much as I can, and he's a Ravager, which I hate that special ability. Of course, the stealth ability for the SamJok is the worst. Whenever you're going against any robot with stealth, the SamJok ability just completely ignores them, which of course stealth is quite overpowered in that sense. But I did manage to steal that kill from my teammate, which I am always in for, a triple kill. Can I go ahead and get another kill from this guy? Of course, my teammate might go ahead and snag that. Yes, that's definitely on my kill. But with that being said, this game honestly comes to a close with 29-18. Can we get a 30? It does look like we are. I'm going to try my best to snag this kill from my teammate, but my teammates are a bit too fast in this game. So, and of course I was unsuccessful at that. The SamJok is just a bit too slow now. But it does look like a win. Honestly, that's a wrap up for the SamJok Spotlight. And let's just go into our ability just to show off. The SamJok kind of looks weird in that. What is a glitch like that? Anyways, with that being said, let's just go ahead and see our battle results, because I did expect to do one of the best in the team. Of course, our silver and 3rd place. Not the best, not the worst. With that being said, guys, it's been a long video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.